Welcome back, everyone, to the Bourbon Judge. Hey, we're back at it with my top 5 budget-friendly whiskeys of 2025. Yes, my top 5 budget-friendly whiskeys of 2025. I will say, when I did my top 10 list of 2025, I got a lot of feedback. People were like, Judge, what happened to budget-friendly? These are all allocated bottles. I can't get those. So give me your top list of 2025 bottles that I can actually get. So we're going to do that. All right. Before I dive into my top 5 budget-friendly whiskeys, a couple updates for the channel. So releasing literally next week, we are doing our double barrel. So we're doing 2 barrels at once. It's a Sagamore, like a 9.5-year-old Sagamore, and our Reveries barrel pick. I tell you, boy, Jay West has access to some fantastic barrels. So we're doing our Reverie single barrel as well as our Sagamore. So both of those barrels are releasing to our Bourbon Judge community next week. Extremely uber excited for our release next week, double release. But we have some other, just bangers in the queue that'll be coming out in the next 4 to 6 weeks. On top of those two, obviously, we have our Wild Turkey barrels. We have our Nulu Double Oak, which is 9.5 years old, 6 years in one barrel, 3 years in the secondary barrel. We have a old Louisville barrel, which is I think almost aged 11 years. We call that one the Dusty because it tastes like a whiskey from the 1950s. We have some epic, and epic single barrels for our Bourbon Judge community. So really excited for that. All right. So Judge, what is your top 5 whiskeys of 2025 that are budget friendly? So I'm going to say first and foremost, this day and age, whiskey prices, along with honestly everything, let's just keep it real. All prices are going up, right? That is just the way it is in life, unfortunately. So for my top 5 list of 2025 that are budget friendly whiskeys, I try to keep these less than $80 to $100 or less, right? I have one that just a couple of dollars more than 80, but for the most part, these are whiskeys that are $80 or less. And these are also, which is equally important, if not more important, all of these whiskeys, you can find them pretty much all over. One of them is slightly more regional, but you'll be able to find it. If not last year, you'll be able to find it next year or this year for sure. Cool? All right. So we're going to go in order. Number 5. So Judge, what is number 5 and why? Number 5 comes from a brand that it is an NDP, right? Non-distilling producer, but they are very transparent that they're sourcing their whiskey. I love this distillery as well. I love the couple, right? I love the couple that owns it. I think that the Darby family is honestly doing a fantastic job of the whiskey that they're putting out. Some different finishes, and honestly, their bourbons, their ryes, everything that they have. I love this whiskey. All right, number 5, 13th Colony, the 113 proof whiskey. This is straight bourbon whiskey finished with maple wood spirals. To me, at $50, depending on where you get this, right? Every market is different. I know it's $50 by me. It might be $55 or $60 by you. Again, every state, even every city, prices are always going to vary. But for a $50 to $55 bottle of whiskey, that's a really good, solid bourbon whiskey that has that maple wood spirals in it, to me, slightly sweeter, and is one that you can sip neat, or even if you're a big fan of cigar, you can sip it with a cigar. Number 5 on my list, 13th Colony, the 113 proof. Oh my gosh, this is so good. So good. All right, that is number 5. Judge, what is number 4? All right, so number 4 came out, I think it was May or June of last year, if memory serves me correct, around that time. Number 4 is one where it's a brand that everyone loves, and everyone loves this brand if you think about it, for the most part at least. It's a solid brand. Everyone loves their whiskey. It's just it's a home run, and it's just something that no matter when you sip it, if you sip it at the beginning of the night, middle of the night, or even the end of the night, right after having some whiskey, you will always go back to this bottle. Number 4, Wild Turkey 101, aged 8 years, right? It was obviously only available, the 8-year statement, internationally. They finally brought it back to the U.S. To me, when you think of fantastic whiskey, Wild Turkey is always up there. A special brand, a special bottle as well, and one that no matter when you sip it at the beginning of the night or the end of the night, you always know what you're getting with a Wild Turkey product, especially the 101 8-year. Absolutely amazing, and I mean amazing. I actually think I even like this one. I'm trying to think if I like this more than the 70th anniversary. They were very close, but this to me was just truly epic. Absolutely epic. All right, that is number 4. And by the way, I should say I'm not ending it today with a no asterisk at all. Just 5. That's it. Just 5 whiskeys. All right, Judge, what is number 3 and why? So number 3, this is the one where it's slightly, literally right above that $80 price point. Most times when you find this bottle, it's like $82, $83. So just a couple dollars more, but not too much more. This is at literally the top part of from a budget standpoint. But when you think about the quality of this whiskey, I think it's honestly fantastic. Great whiskey, day in, day out, and you can pretty much find it all over. It's not highly allocated, so you don't have to play all those games of knowing the manager, the owner, and the side, like coming like at 8 in the morning when the store is, doing inventory. None of that nonsense. Number 3, Barrell Batch 37. Barrell, I'm going to tell you, they produce some great whiskeys, right? Honestly, being an NDP, being a blender of whiskeys, they do a fantastic job of blending whiskey, and also from an availability standpoint, being able to actually find it in stores without having to go into the store and then it's not on the shelf, right? So that's one thing I do like about Barrell. You can always find their products. So that's number 3. All right. Before I get to number 2 and number 1, real quick, 3 quick easy favors. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know what were your top 5 budget-friendly whiskeys of 2025 that you sipped, right? Regardless if they're new releases or just ones that you tried for the first time. And last but not least, please make sure you all subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notification each and every time I release new content. Cool? All right. Cheers, and cheers to Barrell too. Woo, what is the proof on this one? Yeah, 111. Not bad, not bad. All right. Number 2 and number 1. Oh boy. These two were both fantastic in different ways. Both of these bottles were about, I think, like $60-ish, right? Give or take which market you're in, taxes, etc. But these 2 bottles, let's focus on number 2. This brand came out with this as a brand new release of 2025. When I say I love this bottle, I mean I really, really love this bottle. I love this brand, but I love this bottle. It's truly a new release for them, which is awesome. If you didn't see it in 2025, I can pretty much almost guarantee you will see it in 2026. That is a cool thing because, again, it's a new release. It's a new sub-brand for them, so it had to kind of grow. It released more regional on the East Coast, at least in the beginning with 2025, but you'll be able to find it in 2026. All right, number 2. Sagamore High Rye Bourbon. Oh my goodness. Obviously, I like this bottle, right? I'm telling you, folks, Sagamore, I think, did an amazing job of producing bourbon for the first time, right? We know that they were distilling bourbon like for other groups and so forth, but it's the first time that they actually ever put out bourbon under their own label. And I'm telling you, if you haven't tried this one, please make sure in 2026 you get a bottle of this. This one distilled 3 times, aged 6 years, and it is absolutely, truly amazing quality whiskey. Again, for like $60-ish, again, depending on what state you're in, taxes, and so forth. Fantastic quality from a reputable brand. Sagamore Spirit, their bourbon, is on the map to stay. Sagamore actually has a lot of cool things coming out in the next year or two, so I won't say any more. I'll just leave it at that. That's it. All right. So, Judge, it had to be hard to get number 1. Not really, right? Not really. Not for me. Because my number 1 for budget-friendly whiskeys of 2025, like I said earlier, easily could have been my regular top 10 list, regardless of price or not, right? That's the last thing I'll say. This whiskey from this brand keeps putting out just banger after banger after banger. Number 1, by far, Jack Daniel's The Heritage Barrel. Oh my goodness. JD is just dropping, I mean, they're just dropping bombs big time. This whiskey is so fantastic. You can pretty much find it like all over. I know there might be a certain city in a state where you can't find it, right? But you can honestly find Jack Daniel's Heritage bottles. I've been to numerous states, at least like 10 since this one dropped, and I've seen it in every state. So you can truly find it. Great quality whiskey from a reputable brand for $60 to $65. Man, let's just say I'll drink to that. Hey, real quick, cheers. Much love, much respect. Talk to you guys soon. See ya.